Man, I've never wanted to do a segment more in my life. This segment right here, something I've been dying to do. And I didn't really know the words. I didn't have the words to do it.
I want you?
Until today, I was on social media. I was on Facebook, actually. And I stumbled across something that I couldn't believe. Had to do with Tony Romo. And it's a story about Tony Romo as he walked out of the locker room and into the area where the players' families were following the game against Green Bay. Obviously, I can't imagine how distraught he was at that point. To go from 2 back surgeries, people probably tell him, hey, quit playing. What are you doing? Don't you want to walk when you're done playing? I mean, to have 2 broken bones in his back during this season, to overcome all that. Even in the San Fran game, he talked about he didn't know if he'd ever be the same again. To overcome all that and put together the greatest season of his life at the age of 34. And to overachieve, to finish 12-4, to beat the Lions, to go to Green Bay, to have it there on 4th and 2, and go for it all. Throw the ball up to Dez Bryant, have him go high point it, catch it, come down with it. Just massive. All those things, to have all that go right for you and have it taken away. Just brutal for the guy. I can't imagine the heartache he was feeling. And, and we talked about his stats. His stats in that game, no quarterback has ever lost a road playoff game putting up those types of numbers, right?
No, that was epic. I think, what'd they say, 60-something to 0 before any guy who'd ever put those numbers up.
Unbelievable, the day he had and the season he had. And so to have it all come crashing down and to think, man, he's going to have to start over. Just a really sad deal. And so this is what I saw on Facebook. This was from somebody in some cowboy message group online somewhere. They said that a friend of theirs was in that area where the players come out and they meet their family members. And they wanted to see the players come out, so they had their phone ready and they were ready to take pictures. And basically what happened is Romo walks out, and he walks out, and the first thing he sees is his family and everything. And they take a picture of him, and you can see him. He's got this look on his face like, hey, we didn't do it. We didn't get it. You can tell he's distraught. Takes a few more steps, and they take another picture, and he's walking to his mother. His mother's walking to him to give him a hug. And when he sees her, she sees him, he loses it. And you can't see. You can just see he's about to give her a hug, and you can tell he's about to cry. And I don't know if it's sob. You can't see his face or anything, but you can tell it's like, man, he wanted this so bad. He worked so hard for it, and there he is with his mom. And the person who posted it said, at that moment, what you saw was all, 8 people that were there with Romo's family, they surrounded him. And he's in a circle of people hugging him, loving on him, telling him, man, you did a great job. You got nothing to be upset about. And they're just surrounding the guy. And I couldn't help but see that and get moved by it, because that is heart. That's what we lack in professional sports. So many guys just want to cash a check, and then they want to go to the club, or they want to do whatever hobby they're into, or they can't wait to go get on that vacation. This is a guy that had to overcome so much physically this year and endure so much pain and play through it. And here he was on the cusp of making his dreams come true. He's got the injuries, he's got haters, he's got father time. He's had to overcome, a bad front office over the years. He's had to overcome so much. At the same time, he's an undrafted free agent out of Eastern Illinois who's outperformed all expectations. Yet here he is pushing forward, trying to accomplish even more. And I realized at that moment, man, heart, that's the missing ingredient. That's the most important, most powerful, and tangible when it comes to professional sports. That's the soul of sports. Because otherwise you're just an empty robot vessel, some superhuman bionic body. I mean, you could have raw athletic ability and talent. You can have skill. You can have the best conditioning. You could have the best work ethic, the greatest intelligence, the greatest desire to practice and compete and all that. But if you're missing heart, you're missing the most powerful ingredient at all. And so if you show me an athlete who cares, I'll show you a team that has a chance. And it just made me realize how much heart Tony Romo has. That's what I want to see from all professional athletes. If a guy making millions of dollars walks out from the most important game of his life and he tears up when he sees his family because he's worked his butt off to be in that situation, that touches me in the heart. That's why I love sports. And this guy is a living Cinderella story who's gone through so much. And it reminded me of a speech he gave on our show. So I want to play this for you guys. This is Tony Romo on the Ben and Skin Show. And we were talking to him about what it'd be like to go to another team and win a Super Bowl with another team. And he broke down how the reason that wouldn't matter to him.
You kind of put your heart and your body and your competitive nature on the line in the sense of when you're playing, let's say before I sign this last contract, if you go out and say, you know what, I'm going to go to this other team and do this. Now, let's just pretend it was Seattle a year ago or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And we're just throwing out. But you go out there and you win a championship. Well, congratulations. You went and you picked a spot and you went and won a championship there. And it was set up, with a lot of the pieces and blah, 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 blah. And then you go back and live in Dallas. And I'm just like, I don't know that would, congratulations, a bunch of people in Seattle like you. It's just, it's about the team you grew up with, that you started off with, that is your team. You put everything into it, and the joy comes from accomplishing it with so many people and the fans and the state. And, and I'm going to be here for good. And it's like, I would rather fight till the end and give everything I had and leave it out there for the Dallas Cowboys than go somewhere else and do something special for a halfway little couple of years. It just doesn't seem that would be enjoyable at all to me.
For each other! For each other! Romo! 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 Woo! Dude, it's hard, man. He's got it. He absolutely has it. I couldn't help but be reminded of, and I know people have been seeing this quote lately because it was on the news shows, but the old Herb Brooks quote, and I'm probably butchering it, but it's like, I don't want the best players, I want the right players, and that's Jason Garrett's deal. Is getting. He says it all the time. We got to get the right kind of guys. There's no doubt that Tony Romo is the right kind of guy. And if you've been one of these that thinks he's overrated and overpaid, that's fine. That's debatable or whatever. But if you're going to question the dude that has been playing so busted up and so hurt and never stops, he's got the money. He has the money. As someone has pointed out on the fan text over here, he has the hot wife. He's got the awesome cars. He's got all that. He could walk away right now and he's got all that. But he continues to let himself get beat up because he wants to win so bad. And if you're a Cowboy fan and you can't appreciate that, there is something wrong with you. There's absolutely something messed up in your sports brain and sports heart.
Man, seeing him leave it all out there on the field, broken, beaten down, fighting through anything, just going through anything. I mean, I'm just like, man, to see him break down when he saw his family, man, that was powerful imagery. And then to see them surround him with love and hug him was, I mean, this isn't junior high. This isn't high school. It's not college. It's professional sports. Guys making over $100 million. But he still cares that much that he breaks down because they didn't reach their goal. You want anybody else playing quarterback, man, you're sorely mistaken. I'll take that guy every day of the week.
And it's amazing to me that Jason Witten got left out of that segment. I don't know what the hell kind of program we're running here.